The Parliamentary Budget Officer has already proven that the Liberal carbon tax, just like the Prime Minister, is not worth the cost, saying the vast majority of people are worse off under a carbon pricing regime than without. This is partly because of the economic cost that the carbon tax imposes. One of our members for Winnipeg asked the PBO if the government had done an economic analysis of the cost, and he said yes, but they're blocking its release, referring to it as a gag order. Why the carbon tax cover-up?
We, of course, respect the work of the Parliamentary Budget Officer, who provides independent analysis to this government. In this instance, however, the Parliamentary Budget Officer admitted that he made a mistake with his carbon pricing reports, using incorrect analysis and modeling, which emphasizes what we've been saying all along, Mr. Speaker, that 8 out of 10 Canadians get more money back from the Canada Carbon Rebate while we fight climate change. The next Canada Carbon Rebate is actually going to be arriving on the 15th of July in Canadians' bank accounts right across the country. We will continue to put money in people's pockets and fight climate change.
After 9 years, another gag order victim of this Liberal NDP Prime Minister has come forward. This time, it's his own Parliamentary Budgeting Officer who revealed yesterday that there's a secret government document that would lambaste and completely put to shame the claims on the carbon tax scam. This secret report would confirm most Canadians are worse off in this scam than what they get in phony rebates, and emissions have gone up. Will this Liberal NDP Prime Minister lift the gag order on the PBO so Canadians and everyone can know what they already know, that this Prime Minister and this carbon tax scam are not worth the cost?
Mr. Speaker, the Parliamentary Budget Officer does important and essential work, and we thank him for the update. Recently, he had an update on his website saying that the last estimate that he had done was based on faulty information, and we thank him for correcting the record. It confirms what we know all along, that economists and independent organizations across this country have been saying, which is that 8 out of 10 Canadians are better off with federal carbon pricing. But, Mr. Speaker, the reason the Conservatives are so bent out of shape about this is because it re-emphasizes the fact that carbon pricing both lowers emissions and the Canada Carbon Rebate supports affordability.
Well, maybe they're gagging the PBO because they're ashamed he's going to reveal that this carbon tax scam is not worth the cost, and it'll confirm that a majority of Canadians are worse off in this scam than what they get back in phony rebates. Look, if they don't want to ungag him and they don't want to release the report, why don't they just call a carbon tax election so Canadians can decide whether they want to keep this scam or axe the tax under a common sense Conservative government?